Hey guys, hi there, welcome and welcome back. Let me just get started right here. Okay, now we could start. So, welcome back to my channel, guys. I am so excited, glad to have you all here. Welcome to New Series and meet Melina May. So, today she's going to tell you guys about her backstory, why she's here, what happened, and I hope you all enjoyed this story. So, my name is Melina May, and I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about me. I'm over 34 years, and I was not married. I don't have a boyfriend. And then my mom told me she was so worried about me. I can understand. And she said, I have this friend of mine, and she has a son, and I think you guys are gonna be a perfect match. And I was like, Mom, I don't want this. I just love to be alone, especially in these days. I just don't want any man in my life. My mom was like, no, girl, I gave birth to you, so you're gonna give me grandbabies. I was like, okay, I'm gonna think about it. Okay. I'm gonna think about it and I'm gonna let her know, and which I did. And oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I was excited. I actually did because I was like, okay, I'm going to finally get my own family, get settled, be someone's mother, and someone's going to look up to me. And then I accepted to meet this guy, and I fell in love with him the first time I met him. It was so cute, so handsome. I was all over him, and let me introduce you guys to Malik, the once love of my life. I love this guy. We were going so well, but his mom was so mean to me. She doesn't really like me. Okay, so our relationship was going so smoothly. I got pregnant. I was so excited. I was like, oh my God, I've always wanted to be a mom. I've always wanted to have a family. I was so appreciative to my mother, and this guy was showing so much interest in me even if I knew this was just an arranged something. And I finally told him that I was pregnant. It was so excited. It was like, okay, girl, so now we could take things to the next level, like get engaged. Now, what did you say? I said, okay, that would be so nice. I was so excited. And then we finally took a step further. Now that we have the baby coming, we decided to get engaged. It was so romantic. Oh my God, I was so all over him. I was like, okay, yeah, my dream is finally coming through. And then we went to the hospital. He was just so romantic. We wanted to find out the gender of the baby. And I knew his mom always wanted to have a male grandchildren. They never wanted to have female. I was hoping this child was a male, and I was so hoping, I was so praying because, if this child is not a male, everything was just going to drop like a bomb on my head. And then we decided, okay, we were going to take the ultrasound, which we were so excited to see the baby. We were just romantic to each other, waiting for the dog to arrive. And the dog finally came, actually. The dog came. We're like, okay, doc, so we want to see the baby, we want to hear the heartbeat, we want to know the sass. I was like, the first trimester is gone already. We were already in our second trimester, and it was just a perfect time to, know the size of the baby and see how the baby is going. After everything, all the brains are waiting at home. They just want to know. They just want to hear. They were checking up. How is he? Do you know the size already? He was like, I'm coming. Was just texting his parents all the time, always on the phone. And then there our baby is. The heart was so like when we had the heartbeat for the first time, it was so amazing. We were so in love. And then I asked the lady, what about the sex? And then Malik was so disappointed. He just left. I was like, okay, so it's a girl. Yeah. And I was not really happy at first, but then seeing the baby, seeing how the baby was moving in my tummy, I was like, I'm even if he doesn't want the child, I was just going to, go forward with the pregnancy and then see how life goes on. And then, I was just enjoying my life, even if the parents were so mean to me, I was still in this house, still with them. I was just trying to make things work for myself and my baby girl, just be happy. I just don't want to be depressed or anything, because I know when you are depressed or when you have any mood swing or emotion something, and the baby feels that. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna be strong for our baby, and I'm just gonna take this pregnancy to the next step. Okay, so I was just enjoying my life, preparing for birth. I thought he was, even if he doesn't want a girl, it was just still going to be close to me. I was hoping for so much more. But then things started drifting apart. I caught him with his supposed cousin. Actually, this girl came to live in this house and he said she was his cousin. And I was like, okay. And then I caught the both of them kissing each other, having a romantic moment. I was mad. I tried to confront him, I tried to talk to him, and I was like, you can tell her to go out, let's talk. He was like, no. She ain't gonna go anywhere. If you wanna tell me anything, you better tell me right here, right now. And then she's like, I'm not here for this drama. I'm just gonna leave. I was like, babe, this is not supposed to be. You are putting me in like this is so embarrassing. It was like, I don't care. I don't care about you, not the baby girl you are carrying in your stomach. I was like, but you are still in love with me. So what difference does it make that I'm having a girl? We could try for another. And he was so mad and so furious. I was not expecting what happened next, but what happened next just broke me. It was like, no, 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 this is a no, I don't want you, I don't want a baby. And then, yeah, that happened. That just broke me even more than what I was going through in that moment. I was like, okay, so I went into first labor. I was like, so this is how it's going to be. I'm alone and I'm just going to fix things. I'm just going to do things by myself. For now, I don't have a place on my own and I wasn't ready to go back to my mom's house. I was just going to swallow all the shame and everything. I called a doctor. She was like, okay, come on in. Let's check the baby and see what's going on down there. I tried to persuade him to come with me to the hospital, which he later did actually. He came because I was admitted to the hospital. But I was so sad, so broken, and I had the baby before the time. I had a preterm baby, and it was like, I don't even care, why am I even here? I'm just gonna go look at my love, my sweetheart. I was like, okay, you do your thing, I'll do my thing. The doctor was so sweet and nice with me. She was always there. She was always confronting me, trying to, relax me, because we're gonna push this baby. It's like, okay, so girl, I'm not sure if you can push the baby, but we're gonna try. You get on the epidural right now, but if you are not able to push this baby, we are doing a C-section. I was like, okay, doc, at least that is something. That is something. We're going to try first. And then if nothing goes well as planned, then we are just going to go to the next level. Which I did with all the strong woman in me. I pushed this baby. He was just standing there, not even caring. I even regretted inviting him over to the labor room. And then we had a beautiful baby girl. I named her Sophia because, yeah, she brought a kind of light in my life. And yeah, look at what I found out. It was Christmas. I just gave birth. I was okay. All right. If things are not going well before New Year, I'm just going to leave, find me a place, and just start my life. And then I found out that his cousin got pregnant for him. I was like, okay, it's our time. I can't take this shit anymore. It's over, and I just can't do this. Okay, so I was heartbroken. I was like, this isn't happening. Okay, fine, good. He doesn't want a girl, but getting his cousin pregnant, his cousin, I was like, okay, this is too much for me. And then I thought about the whole situation. I had to leave my daughter there because they refused me to go with her. And I left her there, and now I'm here in my own apartment, in the small house where I'm just trying to pick up my pieces, trying to find me once again. I didn't regret my decision. At least I have a baby, even if it did not even go as planned. I am going to get a good lawyer, work for some money, and get my daughter back. I'm just going to fight with the last drop of my blood. I'm going to fight that guy so hard. And I later found out that he had another child. He did not just get his cousin pregnant, he got another lady pregnant. So, two ladies, two child from two different baby mamas. And plus me, then we are all even three baby mamas. Guys, I just had to drop his ring and boo, it's over. I just don't want to go through the shit. I'm just now fighting for my mental health, trying to push things out, trying to, move forward and let things slide, just go with the flow of the ocean. But things are tough, after everything. Things are tough. I am so in pain. I'm broken. But at least this new place I have is just, I have some cute neighbors, some good neighbors that always checking on me, and then some friends also because they were the one that found this place for me and they live across the street. I'm so excited to have people around. I'm still hoping to, tell my mom that I left, but you know what? I'm gonna do that when I'm strong enough to face the whole drama of my parents, and then we are going to tell them what's going on, and I'm just gonna hear how they feel about it and what they say about it. So, yes, guys, this is my life story, and I am here to start a new future. That was my past, and we are going to start a new future together. And I'm just going to find something doing. So, if you guys have anything in mind, I have a few things in mind too. Then you guys can leave it in the comment section. I am so excited to hear from you all. Thank you so much. Yeah. So, yeah, guys. That was Melina's story. I hope you all liked it. Now let's dive into the let's play. I just can't wait, you guys. I just can't wait. It's heartbroken. It's heartbroken, and I just can't wait to of unfold this
Thank
new
you so
chapter
much for
of her
watching.
life.
I really
And
do
yeah, all
appreciate. Don't
right.
forget to like, follow, and share. See you all in the next one. Bye.